I am moving on to the next chapter, which is chapter number 5, that talks about elasticity and its application. So हमने previous chapter में देखा था about two main relationships, the demand and the supply relationship, and we saw that how demand is a negative relationship with quantity, meaning that prices are inversely related to quantity, and how supply is a positive relationship with quantity, that is the prices and the quantity are directly related, positively related. Now, a lot of times you might be interested in looking at not just the direction of relationship, but the intensity of this relationship. So demand and supply curve tells you the direction of relationship. इसको हम बोलते हैं qualitative information, where you are looking at the direction of the relationship between prices and quantity. But sometimes you may be interested in looking at the intensity of relationship. In other words, you can call it as quantitative relationship. Now, demand and supply curve in itself do not reveal a very quantitative information, but elasticity is one concept in economics that tells you the intensity or the magnitude of this relationship between prices and quantity. We can calculate elasticity for both supply and demand. The fundamental idea of elasticity is the same, दोनों supply और demand के लिए, but we will start discussing this with respect to demand. Now, just to give you an example, what does elasticity actually measure? Elasticity आपको ये बताती है कि suppose if you remember हमने बात करी थी कि अगर prices increase होती हैं किसी commodity की, then we say that the demand falls. लेकिन कितने price increase की वजह से कितनी demand fall होती है? No, we do not have this information from the demand curve. Elasticity tells you exactly the same thing. It tells you that if prices are changing by 1 unit, by how many units would the demand change? Or by how many units would the supply change if we are talking about supply elasticity? So when prices change by 1 unit, what is the response to the quantity demanded? Or more formally, you can say that elasticity is a measure of responsiveness of the quantity demanded or the quantity supplied to a change in one of its determinants. Right now, we are talking about the change in prices, but the demand could also change because of other factors जो हमने पिछले chapter में पढ़े हैं. So, इलास्टिसिटी आपको ये बताता है कि कितना चेंज आएगा क्वांटिटी डिमांडेड में या क्वांटिटी सप्लाइड में for some change in the determinants. Maybe it is prices or it is income. So you can have different types of elasticities. You can have price elasticity, you can have income elasticity, depending on which determinant you are considering. आप किस determinant का effect consider कर रहे हो उसके basis पे आप elasticity को define करते हो. But elasticity आपको यही बताती है कि उस डिटर्मिनेंट के चेंज की वजह से कितना क्वांटिटी डिमांड या क्वांटिटी सप्लाई चेंज होगा, दैट इज व्हाट इलास्टिसिटी टेल्स यू. हम स्पेसिफिकली प्राइस इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड की बात करेंगे, जिसमें हम ये जानना चाहते हैं कि प्राइसेस के चेंज की वजह से डिमांड पे कितना फर्क पड़ता है. हाउ मच क्वांटिटी डिमांड विल चेंज फॉर अ यूनिट चेंज इन दी प्राइसेस. नाउ लेट्स लुक एट सम फैक्टर्स which could affect the price elasticity of demand. Before we look at the factors affecting elasticity of demand, it is important to understand कि कब हम बोलते हैं कि demand curve elastic है और कब हम बोलते हैं कि demand curve inelastic है. Elastic demand curve का मतलब होता है जब quantity demanded में substantial change आए because of the changes in prices. When the quantity demanded changes substantially because of change in prices, then we call that as an elastic demand curve. An inelastic demand curve, on the other hand, would indicate the opposite, where the quantity demanded does not change much in response to prices. Yeah. Now, what are the reasons that could affect the elasticity of a demand curve? The first is availability of close substitutes. We say that goods with close substitutes tend to have more elastic demand. जिन goods के close substitutes होते हैं, we say that they have more elastic demand as compared to goods जिनके close substitutes नहीं होते हैं. And इसका reason क्या है? इट इज क्वाइट सिंपल। हम ऐसे गुड्स की डिमांड को इलास्टिक बोलते हैं जिनकी क्वांटिटी में बहुत ज्यादा चेंज आता है बिकॉज ऑफ चेंजेस इन प्राइसेस। Now, goods with close substitutes will have more elastic demand because you always have the option of switching to another good whenever the price change. For example, if you talk about tea and coffee, and if you say that for an individual, these are close substitutes. If somebody likes having hot beverages, then he or she can have either tea or coffee. दोनों almost same है एक कंज्यूमर के लिए। देन सपोज द प्राइस ऑफ टी इंक्रीजेस, अगर हम बोलें कि इस कमोडिटी की डिमांड कर्व ज्यादा इलास्टिक है, देन वी एक्सपेक्ट कि इस इंक्रीज की वजह से क्वांटिटी ऑफ टी में ज्यादा चेंज आना चाहिए। मतलब अगर प्राइस ऑफ टी इंक्रीज हो गई है तो क्वांटिटी ऑफ टी इमीडिएटली डिक्रीज हो जाएगी और ज्यादा अमाउंट से डिक्रीज हो जाएगी। ये पॉसिबल तभी है जब उस कंज्यूमर के पास कोई एक दूसरा ऑप्शन हो टू सब्सटीट्यूट फॉर द सेम कमोडिटी। Suppose this was not present and the individual had to consume some hot beverage, and suppose coffee was not present, coffee did not exist, then even if the price of tea is increasing, there is a lesser chance कि quantity बहुत ज़्यादा decrease होगी। डेफिनेटली कंजम्पशन या क्वांटिटी डिमांडेड डिक्रीज होगी, लेकिन जितने अमाउंट से डिक्रीज होगी वो शायद उतना ज्यादा नहीं होगा अगर उस इंडिविजुअल के पास कोई एक दूसरा ऑप्शन नहीं एग्जिस्ट करेगा। If the individual had an alternative, had an option, then definitely the consumption of tea or the quantity demanded of tea will fall greatly. So we say that whenever we have close substitutes, whenever a good has close substitutes, the demand is elastic because there will be higher changes in quantity in response to the change in prices. Then the second is, now there are some commodities जो हमारे लाइफ में necessities होती हैं, which are something that we want to consume and have to consume for our survival, like food, yeah, like clothes, they're like necessities for us. Luxuries are mainly commodities, वो हम तब consume करते हैं when we have surplus money. So say entertainment, maybe going out for a movie, or having food at restaurants, going out and eating out. Yeah, these are all luxuries that we have in our lives. Now we say that goods which are necessary goods, जो कि ऐसी कैटेगरी में लाया करते हैं जो हमें कंज्यूम करने ही करने हैं, उनकी डिमांड होती है inelastic. Whereas commodities which are luxuries tend to have elastic demand. And again, the logic is quite obvious. Logic is that whenever price changes for a commodity which is a necessity, you would not notice a significant drop in quantity. Suppose आप salt consume करते हो in your food, and अगर सॉल्ट का प्राइस इंक्रीज भी हो जाएगा तो भी आप उसकी कंजम्पशन बहुत ज्यादा डिक्रीज नहीं कर पाओगे बिकॉज दैट इज अ नेसेसिटी, and that is why the demand curve for necessary goods are inelastic. Whereas if suppose on the other hand you had to consume, say going out at a restaurant, yeah, and suppose going out at restaurant has become expensive, prices have increased for food products at restaurants, then there is a possibility that you will stop going to restaurants and have food at your home. The quantity will drop significantly. Your consumption, your demand might drop significantly. And that is why we say that the luxury commodities tend to have more elastic demand curve as compared to necessity. So the next factor that could affect the elasticity of demand curve is how you are defining the market. Usually, we say that narrowly defined markets tend to have more elastic demand curve as compared to markets which are very, very broad. Now, what is narrowly defined and what is broadly defined? So, narrowly defined का मतलब है कि जितना आप specific किसी good को बना रहे हो. Suppose I say, for example, suppose I keep ice cream as a broad category, yeah, and vanilla ice cream as a narrow category. We say that जितना ज्यादा आप अपने गुड को नैरोली डिफाइन करोगे उतना ज्यादा उस गुड का इलास्टिक डिमांड कर्व होगा. सो इफ आई टॉक अबाउट कि अगर प्राइसेस सपोज आइसक्रीम के इंक्रीज हो रहे हैं, देन इट इज पॉसिबल कि आप अपनी क्वांटिटी में ज्यादा चेंज ना करो फॉर a commodity like ice cream, which is broadly defined. But if you say that prices specifically of vanilla ice cream has increased, then there is a chance that you might change your quantity of vanilla ice cream and switch to some other commodity like a strawberry ice cream or a butterscotch ice cream. So the point is that narrowly defined markets or narrowly defined goods tend to have more substitutes as compared to broadly defined markets. And that is the reason why narrowly defined markets have more elastic demand as compared to broadly defined market point, which is the time horizon. Now, elasticity of specifically price elasticity of demand could also change on the time horizon. That if you have a longer time horizon, then the elasticity tends to be more. Try and assess or analyze the demand on a shorter time period, then the demand is inelastic. क्यों? क्योंकि longer time में consumers tend to find alternatives or tend to find substitutes. या लॉन्गर टाइम में हो सकता है आपकी टेस्ट एंड प्रेफरेंसेस अडेप्ट कर जाएं, या आप कोई और सब्सटीट्यूट ढूंढ लो, कोई और अल्टरनेटिव ढूंढ लो. तो लॉन्गर टाइम में अगर आप किसी का डिमांड असेस करते हो तो यू विल नोटिस दैट देयर इज अ चांस ऑफ द डिमांड बीइंग मोर इलास्टिक एज कंपेयर्ड टू अ शॉर्टर टाइम पीरियड, जहां पे if suppose price of something rises or falls, then immediately your response in the quantity may not be very significant. Your quantity may not change significantly in the shorter run, but in the longer run, you might, change your preferences, change your demand accordingly with the prices, according to the prices, and hence the demand will be more elastic in the longer time period. There are some factors that affects the elasticity of the demand curve. Definitely, you can have other factors as well जो कि इलास्टिसिटी अफेक्ट कर सकते हैं डिमांड कर्व्स की, बट these four examples or factors are given to you to be able to understand कि किस तरीके से आप जब भी किसी गुड के डिमांड की इलास्टिसिटी को समझ रहे हो तो आप किस तरीके से इन डिटर्मिनेंट्स को फैक्टर इन करते हो, इनके इफेक्ट्स को किस तरीके से समझते हो. सो इफ यू हैव एनी अदर एग्जांपल ऑफ फैक्टर अफेक्टिंग इलास्टिसिटी, यू कैन थिंक ऑन द सेम लाइंस. आप बेसिकली समझ पाओ कि कैसे आपको आइडेंटिफाई करना है कि इसकी इलास्टिसिटी कितनी है.